While Qatar's skyline tells one story, the plate tells another. Bold architecture and a rapidly evolving dining scene. It's a feast for the eyes and taste buds alike.
Home to more than 100 nationalities, it's no surprise that you'll find Qatar to be a melting pot of diverse cuisines. Whether it's a high-end gastronomical experience, a simple and homey meal, or a no-frills street food stop, we're eating our way through Doha one bite at a time. I'm Laila Humaira, and this is Qatar in Motion.
Did you know that among Qatar's population of more than 3 million people, 88% of residents are from a diverse spectrum of nationalities? With that comes an extensive palette of flavors that forms the country's food culture. From Qatari cuisine to Korean, Mediterranean, and Italian, the steady growth of the culinary scene has caught the eye of international observers in recent years. The country was inaugurated into the Michelin Guide in 2025. This year, the list includes 3 Michelin-starred restaurants, 8 Bib Gourmand establishments, and 33 Michelin-selected restaurants.
Well, the newest Michelin-star restaurant in Doha, joining Idam by Alan Ducasse and Jamavar, is Alba, serving modern Italian cuisine here at the Raffles Doha. Named after a northern Italian town famous for its white truffles, Alba brings the essence of its namesake to Qatar.
These twin curved towers, which have become one of Qatar's most distinctive architectural landmarks, is home to a restaurant that promises a unique dining experience, where artistry is as important as flavor. Leading Alba is specialty head chef Cristian Serraino.
It's a contemporary Italian restaurant, so we have tradition but also innovation at the same time. So we take the classic dishes and then we transform them using different textures, different flavors, and sometimes even local ingredients from the farms that are here.
On top of receiving the 1 Michelin star for the restaurant, the 31-year-old Italian was also awarded the Young Chef Award, an accolade given to promising young chefs.
That was definitely a surprise. The Young Chef Award I did not expect. It was pure happiness. For a chef, you just dream of it since you are very young. Of course, me and my team, we were absolutely amazed. Teamwork is another thing that a lot of people underestimate. But then at the end of the day, it's a lot of people who are involved, and it needs every one of them to be really giving their best to achieve any of these goals.
Christian credits his culinary successes to his upbringing, where he developed a deep respect for food and flavor, an understanding of fresh ingredients.
In Italy, there are so many regions, and then in each region there are so many ingredients, so that helps. Italian cuisine is all about simplicity at the end of the day, but the quality of the ingredients is the key. We want to do something simple, but elevated, with amazing ingredients, and that's normally more than enough, and of course a lot of passion.
One of Alba's highlights is the Chef's Table, an intimate 8-course dining journey personally guided by Christian.
We call it the humble onion. The Chef's Table, I think, is the best experience for sure, because you get to talk to me throughout the whole meal, so you get to know really a lot of things that you wouldn't really know if you are in another table. You get to see the team working, how they cook, how they do the things. And yeah, sometimes even the heat of the service you don't see when you're sitting outside. But then in the kitchen you see the real heat. It's almost like a TV show. It's not only about serving food. We want to be memorable.
A truly sweet ending to an unforgettable Chef's Table experience here at Alba. Another new addition to the Michelin Guide Qatar can be found here at the Old Doha Port's Mina district. With roots from Beirut's most artsy neighborhood, Baron prides itself with simple and informal dishes, but with sophisticated flavors.
It's a Middle Eastern restaurant. We are serving authentic and Levantine food. We are focusing on fresh ingredients, and the most important, to give the great hospitality.
Simple yet scrumptious, that is the restaurant's signature style. In fact, it was an unassuming ingredient that gained them culinary recognition, being selected as a Bib Gourmand restaurant.
We got listed under Michelin because of the cauliflower. To have this award, it means a lot for us and we are very proud. Once you will taste the cauliflower, you will, in every spoon, you will taste a different taste. First, the spices with the charcoal because it's on the jasper. So it's a combination of spices.
Other than the charred cauliflower, Baron lists its fattoush salad and slow-cooked lamb shank with spiced majbouz risotto as the must-haves in the menu. While a meal at Baron takes you to the Mediterranean, the journey of Qatar's growing appetite doesn't end there. More than a collection of world-class restaurants, the nation is a one-stop shop for global cuisines, truly a melting pot of culinary culture.
In Qatar, there is a lot of cuisine. So any restaurant you will go and try the food, you will enjoy and you will feel like you are really there in the country that they are bringing this concept, all the food for this restaurant.
But beyond the Michelin Guide and fine dining restaurants, there's also space for entrepreneurs to add new culinary identities to Qatar's food spectrum.
Slow Mayhem started from the idea of creating a concept that brings community together, that can create moments and experience more than just a bread brand. So this feeling, you notice it in the kitchen when you spend full 2 days, 3 days preparing the breads, kneading, putting in the fridge, taking out of the fridge, noticing the starter. It takes time. This is the slow moments that you live, and then the mayhem comes when everyone comes into the table.
Hands reaching, stories being shared. It's this chaotic moment where people receive good homemade food and they just gobble it up so quickly, you know, and this is the mayhem, you're bringing everyone together. I have a background in nutrition and I was really obsessed with sourdough. So we realized wow, this is something really cool here. Let's start to create a menu around it and create a recipe. We have everything from sourdough bread, and then we use that same starter to make crackers, to make sourdough cookies, and then we also have another side of the menu that's it's all health focused, you know, sourdough, as we know, is so good for you as bread. But we wanted to create something quite intelligent. We have these affirmation stickers because they're gentle reminders to the customer and to people that receive it, I allow myself to arrive fully in this moment. I find joy in the simple things, you know, this is very important to us as well, to bring that in.
We don't seek really perfection. Perfection for us is very relative and a bit boring. So we allow the loaf to perfect itself herself, and we seek perfection in the taste, in the experience, in the packaging, in the intention, in the affirmation. We chose Qatar as expats, as our home, you know, and we feel so safe here and we love living here and we feel so supported. And to be able to bring something from both of our backgrounds and both of our cultures, it feels really special and it's bringing these little pockets of magic up and bringing some creativity and some culture into, you know, a city that it's coming alive. So we make small batches, we want everything to be fresh, and we also don't want to waste food, so we don't over make. We want to run a sustainable business. When we see Slow Mayhem is growing, we don't necessarily see it growing in quantity of bread or in quantity of crackers to sell. We see it more growing in concepts, objects, curating this table to eat it or exhibit it. The next step is calling us, telling us, now you can't stay the way you are doing. But we just want to make it in the right way, right concept.
I feel like I've been transported to somewhere in Beijing or Shanghai, but I'm actually in the heart of Doha, in Souk Waqif, and this is Yellow River. It's both a Chinese restaurant and an Asian supermarket, and I'm here to meet one of Qatar's most prominent food bloggers to get her take on the country's evolving culinary scene, and of course, to sample some dishes. Rachel, thank you so much for suggesting to come to this place, Yellow River. There's a huge spread in front of us, and I know that you're a big fan of Yellow River. So tell us what are the dishes, and let's get right into it.
This is the star of the show, which is the Malatang hot pot. The really cool thing about this place is that it's a self-serve buffet. It's got seafood, veggies, meats, noodles, and a lot of different things. And then you pay by the kilo, and then you choose the spiciness level. This is like a sweet and sour kind of fish. They've butterflied it and they've presented it beautifully. Yeah. This is a little bit sweet, a little bit sour, a little bit of spice in there. Now, you're hitting my soft spot here, my sweet spot. This is a Jang Bing, pardon my pronunciation. It's a classic Chinese street food. I first encountered this maybe 10, 15 years ago when I first traveled to China. You know, when I first came here, there just wasn't the diversity, and as the population grew, so did the need and the interest in food. I can only see it getting even more diverse. Like, for example, to a certain extent, we do reflect other trends around the world. People come here and they bring their own food traditions. What I am seeing, and I kind of like, more emphasis on Qatari food and Gulf food. So we're seeing a lot of smaller brands popping up here with a lot of support locally. And I hope that some of these brands will get a bit of traction globally.
Well, Rachel, thank you so much for bringing us to Yellow River.
Pleasure.
But enough with the talking. Let's continue indulging ourselves in this amazing spread.
You don't have to ask me twice.
It's been fun showing you all the different flavors of Qatar, but that's all the time we have for now. Thanks for watching Qatar in Motion, and see you next time. Let's dig in.